I'm Alex.
And I'm Teddy.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are
The Button Mappers.
Hey, the Button Mappers.
I want to be the very average, like everybody ever is. Da-na-na-na.
To finish the game is not his quest.
I'm just going for 8 matches.
Da-na-na.
I didn't beat the Elite Four. Let's get this out of the way.
Da-na-na-na.
But I played 15 hours almost every day. Pokemon! Alex got 8 matches for this map out. Yeah. Pokemon.
Alex Kong. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to map out the very highly regarded Pocket Monster games from Generation 2, including, but notwithstanding, the highly priced gold, silver, and crystal.
None of us played silver.
Let's get that out of the way.
Funny story. Can I tell my Pokemon story? I was going to play gold. And I ordered a copy of gold on December, I don't know, it was December 5th or something like that. It's like some crazy, like really early in the month whenever we decided to go ahead with the second Pokéwary. And I didn't get the game until the 31st or something like that, or the 30th. I don't know. It was something crazy. It was just like, what the fuck? I ordered it. It was like it took a month to get to me. So before that, I was talking to Teddy and I was like, dude, my Pokemon's still not here. And he was like, we need to start it. I was like, I know. I was like, I don't want to miss another, I don't want to do another map out. So I was like, fuck. And then I just got out my 3DS and I downloaded Crystal. So for the first time in a long time, I played my 3DS.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And then you got your Game Boy cartridge the next day, right?
Yeah, the next fucking day after I bought it on 3DS, my Game Boy cartridge showed up. So I'm just like, whatever. Fine.
Spencer, you got a good gold, silver, crystal story for us?
He does.
Oh, I have a portable Raspberry Pi tool. So it's meant to be used as a handheld. And really cool. Unfortunately, I think there's a bug on it where if you leave it out while the thing is running, while the game is running, it isn't able to, and it runs out of batteries. It's unable to reload that game. And that happened with Pokemon Gold. I got about 3 badges in, and that happened. And so I had to start over. And that was frustrating. And then, oh my goodness! And then, so I have this cool thing for my phone, right? And it makes it look like a Switch, but I can use it to play emulated games and stuff. So I was doing that on the Game Boy Color version of it. L1 is save state, and L2 is load save state. Well, I created a save state at the beginning of the day and was playing. I played for about an hour. And then I wanted to talk to my girlfriend real quick. So I turned my body and it clicked on L2, immediately erasing all of the progress I made, 100% of it. So I lost an hour of gameplay there.
In the words of retro gaming YouTubers, that's what you get for using save states. but I don't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Teddy, did you have any uphill battles?
There was this one time on Victory Road when I
Okay.
was pushing a
Move-
boulder,
moving on.
and yeah, I don't got anything. But if I do, I'll let you know. So the map out. The map out is a pastime here on the Button Mappers where we map out games and we map out games and we also map out games. Did you know we map out games? With the Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, we're going to map out the first 8 badges and talk a little bit about the Elite Four. But the Gen 2 also has the Kanto region, which we're not going to touch on today. Maybe if you guys ever want that, we could talk about that.
Well, if the listeners really want to hear about Kanto, they should listen to our red, blue, and yellow map out from last year.
Right, Alex, where can they find that?
On YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spoofy Spotify. And also, if you need more directions, talk to us in the Discord.
Beautiful. Okay. So let's talk about Gold, Silver, Crystal.
But first, let's talk about our stipulations for playing
Oh,
Gold, Silver, Crystal. What was our stipulations?
6 Pokemon challenge.
6 Pokemon challenge. You were only allowed 6 Pokemon. Did you guys stick to that?
I couldn't.
I did until the 8th gym, and then I swapped. So I released a Pokemon. I got another one, and then I really wanted a Dratini, so yeah, I bailed.
You cheated. I stuck with it.
I couldn't. I had to switch because of a late HM use.
Yeah, I will tell you about how I fucked myself, but I stuck with the 6.
I fucked myself twice.
But I did it. I stuck with just the 6 Pokemon I caught, and that was it.
I have to
Either
tell you,
way,
though, I made a
that's how you
beautiful team. Did you guys theme your team in any kind of way?
Absolutely. I named them after the Button Mappers community. So my trainer was named Bozo Jorner. Or, just Bozo, because you can't put Jorner in there. So he was Bozo. My rival is Spinsor, spelled Spinsor, Spinsor. And then I named all of my Pokemon after community members, and I will tell you who and what as we go along.
No theme to mine. I'm a boomer, and if I don't know the names of the Pokemon, I'm not going to know what they are. So, did not give them names.
Here was my major theming as far as the character, and then I guess we can do the theme thing, or I'll tell you about the general theme. My character's name was Theodore, so it's full first name, and then I named my rival after my neighbor who first I kind of got into Pokemon with, but he used to kind of try and not steal my trading cards, but kind of negotiate them out of me. So he was my rival. He was my Poke rival. So I named him Charles after the boy from my childhood. And the theme for my Pokemon were cheeses, in honor of top 5 cheeses, even though we were playing with 6.
So your rival was named. Your rival was named after Charles Zard.
I mean, the Charles Zard card is pretty rare from what I hear. But yeah, that's my story.
Cool. Where do we start the story?
Well, it's funny you should ask, because this is a new game, so we're going to start in a new town. We're going to start in New Bark Town.
Take me down to the New Park Town.
New Bark Town.
Nude Bark Town.
Not nude. This is a child's game.
Nude Bark Town.
Okay, Alex went to Nude Bark Town. We went to New Bark Town.
I went to Nude Park Down.
Dude, wouldn't that be fucking amazing if a Pokemon game just had one town that was like a nudist colony?
I went to Newt Clark Town, named after the Newt colony of salamanders and geckos and newts.
I went to Flute Fart Town.
Oof. I'm sure.
She turned me.
I got better.
It was all the cheeses. Spencer, what's up with New Bark Town?
This is your standard Pokemon starting town. There's 3 houses
Woo.
and the professor's lab. It's got a little ocean to the right. Wonder when we're going to use that. And only adventure to the left.
Did you know that it's a town where the wind blows and tells of impending change? I'm reading that off of the Pokemon wiki.
Alex, shh. You're not supposed to tell them. But it has
shit, we've been revealed.
it has a population of 11.
Oh, cool. It has a population here. Yeah,
Wow.
11.
Wow.
Which counts, I guess, the scientists and the people in the houses and all that.
I thought small town communities weren't into science.
No, they try to burn libraries.
Yeah.
There is the wreckage of a library. You can see the burned remains.
There's one disgruntled youth standing outside of the laboratory.
You're thinking of Pallet Town. That's where they don't allow science.
Oh.
Let's not get into Pallet Town.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Pallet Town right now.
So you wake up and you have to figure out the dilemmas of daylight savings time and also setting up a savings account with your mom before you leave the house.
I'm 10, Pokemon. Damn it.
This time you're 11. Your responsibilities are going up. Honey, we're opening a 401k for you, as well as a money market account. I want to take 10% of your daily income from battling trainers before you go out. Is this understood?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Mom.
Pokemon Sword and Shield are just charts. That's all it is.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, you could go into debt. Go ahead, buy the DLC, Mom.
Yeah. Look, you can catch this Bellsprout, or you can invest in the stock market.
Beautiful.
You also meet your rival here. He pushes you.
Yeah,
Spencer.
he gives you a kick.
He pushes you both physically and metaphorically.
I think this is like them showing off the updated engine.
Yeah, yeah.
Look,
He
we
looks
can
like
move blocks.
He looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady. His little sprite.
Seriously, who is that lady? There's question marks. Speaking of ladies, Pokemon Crystal, the third version of this game, gives you the option to play as a lady. Did you know?
What?
Welcome to Baberary.
Spoilers.
How do you guys feel about the rival? The rival is kind of an interesting character, standing outside the lab, peeking in. He doesn't want to talk to you. I mean, Gary was already a bit of a prick, but like this guy, what are your thoughts and feelings on the rival?
He's a real piece of work.
Meh.
Your typical redhead.
He's
No
he's
offense.
overdone anime evil guy.
Yeah. He's
There-
Edge Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going with some kind of like emo thing here.
Cut my life into pieces.
Gary was like a competitive jerk. This guy says like he hates people and hopes people die. Like he wants to kill Team Rocket. Like it's like, wow.
He's
All
so
right.
jealous that you have a mom
Oh,
and get a Pokemon. He's so jealous because he goes in and he steals a Pokemon. He breaks in, steals Pokemon after you've already picked yours.
yeah. He doesn't have a dad or a mom, does he?
Poor guy.
He's just a loner. I guess maybe we should feel bad for the lady guy.
Maybe you're the
Ambiguous.
villain the whole time. We'll start another rumor that they start about every game where we say that you're the villain.
Some M. Night Shyamalan shit.
But that's just a theory.
A butt theory. Thanks for farting.
Pokemon. Well, the key word there is actually Pokemon. Which Pokemon did you pick at the start of the game?
I picked Cyndaquil.
Wrong.
Well, I also picked Cyndaquil.
Wrong.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong to have a little fire in your life.
I picked Chikorita.
I think we all failed. Totodile is pretty legit.
And you know why I picked Chikorita?
Why?
Because he's got a certain leaf on his head. And when I think of a certain leaf, I think of my good friend Malta Master. So I named my Chikorita Malta. Malta, welcome to the team, buddy.
Well, I picked, and this is true, I picked Cyndaquil because Terry said to pick it in the Discord. So that's why I named him Cyndaquil.
Well,
That's why I named him nothing.
thinking about my experience naming Pokemon, I actually have a deep found nostalgia for Pokemon, and especially the Pokemon Cyndaquil. And so when I picked my Cyndaquil, I named it after a very nostalgic cheese, Jarlsberg.
Wait, what?
You heard me.
Jarlsberg?
Jarlsberg. Look it up.
You heard him.
Jarlsberg?
It's a type of Swiss cheese, okay?
Oh, I can't eat Swiss cheese.
You're missing out. Swiss cheese is known for the holes in the cheese, and so Cyndaquil burns holes through the competition.
Nice.
Jarlsberg is a mild cow's milk cheese with large regular holes that originates from Jarlsberg, Norway. Oh, there you go. Named after where it comes from.
A little did you
Today
know?
on Cheese Facts.
Hi guys, welcome to Cheeseland. Today we're going to talk to you about Jarlsberg.
Today we're talking just Jarlsberg. Jarlsberg, everybody get some holes together and we're gonna stick a fork in Jarlsberg cheese.
Today we're sailing
you didn't know about Jarlsberg cheese.
we're sailing the ship of cheese all the way out to Norway, and we're gonna find ourselves a block of Jarlsberg, shall we?
On the Sea of Cheese.
On the Sea of Cheese. Beautiful. Well, speaking of the Sea of Cheese, we're going to see our way over to a new place. Alex, what's that place called?
Take me down to the Cherry Grove City.
She's my cherry grove.
A city where you can smell small flowers in a sea breeze.
Big surprise.
Population 22.
Sweet Cherry Grove. Yeah.
What are your memories of the Cherry Grove City?
Memories. I remember being like, yo, where's the Poke Center at?
Yo, where's your Poke Center at?
Yo, Nurse Joy, I'm going to hit you up.
Nurse Joy. Yo, Nurse Joy. I fucking hate Nurse Joy.
Do you really?
I don't know if I voiced this opinion in Red Blue Yellow, but yo, I fucking hate Nurse Joy because every time you go talk to her, she goes, "Hope to see you again," and I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean? Hope to see me again? Like you hope I have to come to the hospital with my hurt Pokemon, you bitch."
Well, I mean,
Wow.
at least you got a good healthcare plan.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Like, could you
Free?
imagine if you went and you had heart surgery or something, and then after you're done, the doctor, like, as they're releasing you, he goes, "All right, hope you come back soon."
Well, I mean, it's expected that if you just had heart surgery, you would come back for other visits.
Soon. It's like, yeah, hope your health is bullshit, so like, you can come back to the.
Let's face it, in a world where you fight Pokemon to the death, you should probably go see the nurse every so
you
often.
fight them till the faint. They can't die.
So you're telling me you're gonna let them faint and that's it?
Yeah,
Maybe that's how Nurse Joy gets her rocks off.
I think
She
Spencer's
just
onto something.
beat up Pokemon. We all got our thing.
We all got our thing.
We all need a little Nurse Joy in our lives, and that
Teddy
may be that may be frequent visits.
Teddy likes cheese.
This town is weird because it's just like a transitionary town.
You get
Yeah.
your typical gaming elder who shows you the ropes. Here's the Pokemart, where you can buy some balls. Here's
Balls?
the sea, as you can see.
Do you know how many
And
balls I bought?
this is my house, where I want you to come in. Why don't you come in, child?
Child.
Child. Come on in, child.
Why don't you come in, child?
Come into my house. I've got cookies.
I've made white apricot soup.
I've got the Pidgey Pops.
It tastes like a chicken.
They taste like a chicken.
There are many Pidgey Pops in my freezer. Why don't you come in?
How many balls did you guys buy? Because I bought exactly 5, because that's the only amount of Pokemon I needed to catch.
I think I got 5. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't think you can buy them initially, but then when you come back after you do something, whatever it is.
Yeah, you like run an errand, right?
Yeah, you go see Mr. Birch or something, Professor Birch. I don't know. Yeah, I bought 5.
In this one, all the towns are named after what? Like plants or is that the deal?
I love New Bark Plant.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because like New Bark isn't. I mean, it's bark, which would be on like a tree, but
So
everything
wild-
else is to
So
be
like wildlife.
like mahogany would be a wood.
Yeah.
It's kind of the other one's more colors. This one's like I guess plant life.
The only plant I know is Malta Master.
Did you guys catch any Pokemon along the way from New Bark to Cherry Grove?
Pidgey.
Absolutely. I caught a special little Pokemon who was a water type, and that Pokemon was a Poliwag, and
Good pick.
I had to name him after one of the community members. So since I'm a squirter, but obviously I'm Bozo, so I can't be Poliwag. I had to name him after my son Terry, who I hope will take up the mantle as being a future squirter. So I had to pass that on to Terry. So Terry was Poliwag,
What did you say you were?
a Squirtle.
Oh, I thought Terry was your wife.
No, he's my son now.
Oh,
Can you explain that? Like, what happened? How does somebody transition from being a wife to a son? I feel like there's a lot of incongruencies.
Look, dude, 2021's a reboot. Okay.
Okay,
I
that's
didn't.
fair.
I didn't play this part of the Chrono Trigger timeline.
So, honey, we're trying something different this year.
2021, it's a reboot.
Honey, I want you to become a boy.
Yeah, and my son,
And my son.
not just any boy.
Dude, you guys are going off the old continuity. 2021 is the reboot.
Okay. just seems weird to me. Is all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. 2021, a new year, a new Terry. And speaking of new towns, we're going to make our way down. Actually, up, because that's the direction on the screen. To where, Spencer?
Violet City.
Take me over to the Violet City.
This old village is still surrounded by trees and other scenery. Sprout Tower is located here. It is a tower where they study diligently to learn to live with Pokemon.
Ah, yes, I remember back in my days in the old Pokemon school where they taught me things like combat and potions.
Status effects.
They're learning to live with Pokemon. So for years before this, they were just like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that?"
We worship the Bellsprout. Bellsprout, bring us your seeds of life.
Did anybody else trip out when they went into that tower and it was just Bellsprouts?
Yeah, if I would have gotten to the tower. I didn't go.
This is where Alex stopped the game.
No. I just didn't go to the tower.
I know, I'm just fucking fun. When you go in the tower, how did you not? You have to go up the tower to get an HM. What's going on?
I didn't. What was the HM?
Flash?
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing I was trying to tell you guys in the last episode. I didn't get Flash, so I didn't do the caves.
That's awesome.
You didn't need it, so yeah. I mean, you scored on that one. This tower is kind of interesting, I think, from like even just a visual perspective. For one, the Gaming Elder returns. A lot of bald-headed monk-like figures sprouting the tower. The rival fights the old man at the top, and the old man says, "You must hate Pokemon. You're not doing it right." And then after he completely demolishes the old man, and then the old man wants to fight you, he's like, "Hey, ready for a battle?"
Yeah.
Like, Wow, you've got
Your
some
Pokemon
vigor.
just got ground to dust. Do you want to try fighting them too?
Hey, I got some extra Bellsprouts over here. I
My
think there's,
Pidgey leveled up a lot here.
there's something weird going on with the visual effect. They have like this Game Boy color in the middle of the screen that kind of like wavers back and forth. I think it's supposed to be a column.
3.
No, there's only one. It's the first column.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Actually, the first columns wasn't called columns. So signifying multiple.
Well,
I
this
guess,
time there's only one.
Within the vision, you can only see the central column, the pillar.
Well, I guess there's multiple columns because there are other towers.
Columns 3 will be accurate.
Does this one have the first gym?
Yes, this is the first gym.
Did you know there's a population of 52 in Violet City?
Didn't know that.
Okay.
Didn't know that at all.
The first gym leader is Faulkner.
What did you call me?
Falk.
Ner.
Ner.
Or
Ner.
Faulkner. The flying type.
Yeah, no direct counters at this stage of the game. I don't know if anybody else caught like the lightning or anything, but I just
Well,
no counter.
I think Alex has a certain counter that he caught in a cave earlier that happens to be a guy,
Okay.
a fella.
Terry?
No. This certain guy abides,
Are you talking about Geodude?
the one and only,
Did I catch Geodude at this point?
I think.
I think I did. I think you're right.
Talk to us about your Geo guy.
I forget where exactly I caught everybody. So I did catch Geodude early on, and there's only one dude that could occupy the spot of Geodude, and that was Majority. He had to be the dude. So,
How did you not have Geodude be Multimaster?
because I made him the Leaf Pokemon already.
I guess he could have a team of Multimaster.
Yeah.
And then when I saw
can't.
Geodude, I thought of Multimaster, and so I named him Malta 2.
I was gonna name all my Pokemon Malta. And this
But
is Water Malta.
This is Liquid Malta.
This is Rock Malta.
This one is especially hot. It's Fire Malta.
No, that's Melta.
Melta Master. Well, I am flattered to be the dude, and I abide. So bide. Violet.
Bye. I don't ever want to be a Geodude. I just want to punch you in the Geodudes.
In this game for
Dudes.
'cause it ain't no guy, baby G-O guy. Guy.
Guy.
Oh man, I think you do have to go through like a little mini cave to get to the next town. I don't know, not too many memories here, unless you guys had anything for Faulkner. I don't. Just a big middle finger.
Falcam.
Do you want to include like the unknown cave with this or the next one?
I didn't know.
It was unknown.
Caves unknown.
Yeah.
It went under the radar.
Yeah, there's like if you go left, there's like a couple little ways you can go, and I think this is the part where the unknowns were. And I did more on it in my first playthrough, and on my second one, I just completely skipped it because I was like, I got to get through this. But this is interesting, although they're considered the weaker Pokemon. But definitely weird that they have like a cave of unknown symbols just flying around.
Well, Spencer
little-
is our key to the left guy.
I'm ready to move on.
Where to, Spencer?
Azalea Town. A town where people and Pokemon live together in simple harmony. Violet City should take notes. Slowpoke Well is located here. When Slowpoke are thirsty, they come here to drink.
Population 31.
Home to such notable persons as Kurt,
And Bert.
Slowpoke, and Iggy Azalea.
That's where she's from?
Yeah.
What song did she have?
I don't...
Oh, she's the one that was like, I'm fancy or whatever.
I'm
That's
fancy.
one.
I go in the well, hang out with Slowpoke. All is
Chopping
well.
off his tail.
Chop his tail.
Yeah,
Wow,
chop
that's
his tail.
sick. You know, I knew these famous people were up to something.
That was the original. It got so commercialized after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hidden gem.
I mean, you know, people that listen to radio like, what the fuck is a slowpoke? Tail? What?
there's some
this
cultist movement here.
This seems to be where they tried to add if you people that are listening, we did do a video where we compared Gen 1 to Gen 2. Make sure you check that out. It's in the videos prior. I mentioned that it started trying to add like weird little story segments that almost seemed like episodes of an anime. And this one seems to kickstart it. There's a Slowpoke well where they're cutting off Slowpoke tails and selling them.
I call that the Dragon Quest XI problem. There's a slowpoke well. We have to go help the slowpokes.
And you start by informing the neighborhood community pillar, Kurt, who makes balls out of berries or
I
apricorns.
love Kurt. I love Kurt's balls.
Kurt's balls come in handy.
I love to put them in my sack.
And I think he uses them a lot. It's a
I mean,
real
they're-
complicated process, making balls.
They're very firm.
Some Pokemon have been known to describe them as salty. So you tell Kurt, and then he's like, "Come with me to the well." And so as you go down the well, he's like, "Oh, I fell and I hurt my leg. You go fight."
Damn,
Team
your
Rocket."
GBA had voice acting? Shit, dude.
Could you imagine? Where was that in Heart Gold?
Dude,
Well,
that'd be sick.
More like fart gold.
I actually didn't hear those sound effects. That was New Fart Town, though.
Okay.
In the words of Iggy Azalea, that's fancy.
I'm gonna trust that you're saying that. I'm too old to know what
I don't know.
that
Okay, so yeah, little micro story here. I caught a Slowpoke.
I caught a Ghastly?
I named my Slowpoke Brie after Brie cheese. Not to be confused with Fabrizio, aka Fabrelon, a great YouTube channel. Y'all should
How to
check
use with Febreze?
I did not confuse it with Febreze. That is not a cheese.
Not to be-
Brie is a soft cow's milk cheese named after Brie, the French region from which it originated. It is pale in color with a slight grayish tinge under a rind of white mold.
Inspiring.
racist. So I I caught a Ghastly, and I was talking to the Discord guys because I clued them into the adventure as I was going along and let them know who I was naming what. And I said, "Who should I name Ghastly?" And SNES Mapper said that he farts a lot after he eats Taco Bell. so he's Ghastly. so Ghastly became SNES Mapper.
Hey guys, who should I name after Ghastly? I fart a lot after I eat Taco Bell. That seems appropriate.
Yeah, okay.
That response had a lot of spirit. Like Ghastly, a good spirit.
Oh.
There's a gym here
Yeah.
that's being blocked off by a fat ass.
He's too fat.
Go away, fat ass.
I think
He's
maybe
like-
he also broke his leg. They need more Nurse Joys here.
Yeah.
Good.
Or
They
health
They
care
need like a
plans.
people Nurse Joy.
Evil Nurse Joy?
A people one.
Oh,
Because Nurse Joy only handles the Pokemon. They need somebody to handle all these people.
Yeah, there's no people hospitals.
they need Dr. Joy. This is Dr. Joy reporting live from Azalea Town.
Nurse Joy, you just hit on something. Nurse Joy, she's got no professional like medical degree.
Yeah, she just throws them in a fucking incubator and goes dit 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 dit.
Why are we trusting Nurse Joy? I need Dr. Joy.
Your balls have been restored. Come back again.
Okay, if there's one thing I would let Nurse Joy do, it's restore my balls.
I'm glad you've worked on your relationship.
So it's a love hate.
Yeah. It's reciprocal.
Okay.
You give the balls, she gets them.
What's up with this gym?
I don't remember, do you?
No.
A bug gym,
Yeah.
I think, maybe?
Oh, is it the bug one? Well, it can bug off.
There's a forest. Next to you.
Yeah. So the Azalea Gym is Bugsy.
It's a very creative name for a bug
It
gym.
certainly bugged me.
Again,
Also-
great for my Pidgey. My Pidgey
Pops.
was put way ahead after this. I think I was even close to having a Pidgeotto.
Did you name your Pidgey Pops?
No, I did not. I named my Pidgey after the Pokemon it was created for, which is Pidgey, and I just kept that name. Otherwise, I'd get confused. I'm an old man, dude. I can't be naming these Pokemon anything crazy.
I think back when I played Red or whatever it was, it was Red for the first map out, and I caught a Pidgey. I think I named him PG. P-E-E-G-E-E, PG.
For parental guidance, PG.
I got a PG.
That's what the Diddy Kong tour guide said. I got that PG.
Taj catches a PG.
Well, fortunately for you, Spencer, there's a name changer in the very next hustling, bustling area. Goldenrod City.
Take me over to the Goldenrod City. So at this point, I only had two Pokemon slots left to fill. And I said to myself, okay, I need a flying type and I need a fire type. And then I decided to fuck myself over because I caught not in this order, but I caught a fire type, which I decided to name Biophoenix. I guess because the fires of the Phoenix, you know. And then and that was Growlithe because I love Arcanine. And then my last one, I decided, you know what? I fucking hate myself. So I caught a Drowsy because I thought it would make a funny joke to call VG Mashup a Drowsy.
Why? Because you want to fall asleep when you hear him.
Because he
Say
can read me bedtime stories. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And then I realized that I didn't leave myself a slot to catch a goddamn flying type. So guess who's walking everywhere?
Getting your cardio.
This guy.
Well, fortunately for you, in Goldenrod City, all the facilities are very near and dear. This area is a developing city where people and Pokemon come and go as they like. Copyright Bulbapedia.
It's got a population of 126.
Whoa!
I wish that I played this game. I wish that we played the DS version of this game. This picture that I'm seeing is obviously the DS one. It has so much more character. The one that we played, it looked like every other town, just it looked like white.
Oh, it was so confusing because it looked like the buildings, the way they were like set up, looked like they just had smaller buildings blocking everything.
Yeah,
and they weren't like connected or anything. It was very confusing.
because they were like that's really what it was.
Yeah, it was
This
kind of
looks way cooler.
I love the subtitle, A Happening Big City.
what's happening.
Not much, you?
No, yeah.
So what are some of the facilities that you remember in Goldenrod City?
I remember going to the bathroom. I'm just kidding.
That was in the basement, right?
Yeah. Well, Technically, everywhere's a bathroom if you know where to go.
There's an ocean to the left.
You're
Well,
brave.
there's the radio tower. Of course, you got your standard Pokey center and mart and stuff. Which the mart is like multi-level in this one.
Yeah, it's like a Celadon.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Because if I have to like go grab something, I have to like walk up an extra flight of stairs, and I'm like, I just want to fucking buy something, man. Oh, God damn it!
The Machokes
it
are
had
also hard at work in the basement, and for some reason it like changes depending on where you are in the game.
It has the game corner, which I didn't
Avoided.
go into.
Yep.
I went into it by accident, and I was like, "What am I doing here?"
It has a train station, which is a unique idea.
Yeah.
But no other towns have it. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere, so it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, where does the train go?
Well, they used a train later in Sword and Shield, right? Isn't there that train?
Yeah, but there's also like you could just use fucking Corviknight to haul your ass everywhere.
Well, the monorail takes you into Kanto later in the game.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And then the Goldenrod Tunnel, which is a unique idea too, and it links two buildings.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool.
Yeah, I feel like Red, Blue, and Yellow did this town a little better with like the Celadon. And like I forget where there was an underground passageway in the first game, but like I like the game corner better in the first game. There's also a house. Whose house?
Bill's house.
Bill's house.
Bill's house. And Bill is absent. It's his daughter and his mom and
It's Billette
and Bilba.
and Bilb. His daughter named Billette.
I think the department store is done mostly better in the first game too. Although I did like that they had Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Thunder Punch. And also you could buy a headbutt, so if you were using that as a TM to hit the trees, pretty cool. Speaking of which, there's also
what a terrible use of like an outside almost HM move.
Oh, that move was garbage. But I
trees.
I was hoping to come across a Heracross, but I never found one because I think it was like a daytime Pokemon. I was playing this at night. I did pick up an egg from the nursery on the way here.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know if you guys picked up that egg, but mine hatched. It was an Elekid.
Any eggs that I got, I put directly into my PC.
This thing became like my best friend. It was like it's been a great type, and I taught it like Thunder Punch or something, so that was really helpful because I was right in Goldenrod. And later on in the game, it would evolve to an Electabuzz. I named him Mozzarella, after one of my favorite cheeses.
See, Teddy, you know the greatness of fatherhood, just like me and my son Terry.
I thought that was Astrobot.
Mozzarella is a traditionally southern Italian cheese made from Italian buffalo's milk by the pasta filata method. Fresh mozzarella is generally white, but may vary seasonally to slightly yellow depending on the animal's diet.
I was at a restaurant one time, and I heard this particularly, let's say a particularly ghetto lady said,
Oh
"Y'all
my
got Monzola sticks?"
Oh my god!
And Monzola has stuck with me ever since.
Monzola?
Yeah, sorry.
That's like not even close.
I'm going to put that somewhere slightly on the racist level, but not all the way.
Well, I'm just describing the way the lady like presented herself was very like she was from the ghetto, and she was just like, "Y'all got any of them Monzola sticks?"
Monzola.
I mean, I've heard some pretty upper class white women talk that way too.
Yeah, well, yeah, but no, she would have been like, "Hello, do you guys have the Maserati sticks?"
Maserati.
I've heard people in the ghetto talk that way too. So I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Elekid. So let's talk about the gym. Spencer, why don't you do the honors?
Jim.
Oh my god. This is the normal gym.
How
And,
normal. Alex, I'm sure you loved it.
This is a normal.
and man, it was very, very easy up until the actually fighting Whitney and her mill tank, which was ridiculous.
Force
It would
Spencer.
two shot me, even my best Pokemon, even when I was like 5 levels ahead of her, still just two shot me with her stomp. It's insane.
Stop.
You know, there's a trick I remember when I used to play Pokemon Stadium. There was like this kind of like school thing that was actually kind of fun that would teach you little techniques that would allow you to do more damage. And one of them is defense curl first, and then you do rollout. And it doubles the amount of damage that you do with rollout. And rollout always does like an extra 30 damage every attack. And it starts at 30, then goes 60. So if you get to the 5th rollout, it's like huge. And if you doubled it with defense curl, that Miltank has that move set. And the trick is with rollout, it's like a 90% chance of hitting. So when I had Cyndaquil or my Jarlsberg, I used Smokescreen a couple times so that wouldn't hit.
Do you want to know what I used?
What?
Ghastly.
Razor leaf.
I'm aghast.
And this becomes an ongoing theme from this point on.
Does
That I solve all my issues. Well, it's like watching the anime. I mean, from a certain point in the anime on, all Ash does is say, "Pikachu, use Iron Tail," and then he just fucking uses Iron Tail on everybody. So I was like, I need to be like my idol, Ash Ketchum, and just use one move for the rest of the game.
Do you just have a picture of Ash Ketchum on your wall?
Yeah.
Or do you have a WWAD bracelet?
Yeah, what would Ash do?
And it says Iron Tail.
You know
on
how
other
the
side?
gaming elders have the Bellsprout shrine?
Oh, the Ash Shrine.
Alex has the ashtray.
Oh, there we go.
Beautiful. Alex, why don't you take us down to the next city?
Do I have to?
We could stay here if you want.
Okay, this is nice.
This feels good.
Great
This
place
feels
to
right.
retire. 126 population. Developing.
Wait, this is the third badge.
Yes.
So that is where Alex would have stopped on the other game.
Yeah. See, but I didn't. So you have to commend me.
You did. You got through it. So good job.
Thank you.
Motivational. Why don't you take that energy and bring us down to the next town?
Bring us around to the next town.
Poke Brown.
How's that sound?
Man.
Meow.
It's the least effort possible.
I'm going to turn into a Pokemon for the rest of this game. I choose Sentret.
How the fuck do you say the next town?
Ekrutiak.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Why'd you give me the hard one?
It was intentional.
Well, I will
I'm already pre-exposed to dyslexia, man.
because I don't know how to say it either. So let me look that up.
Let's put it in Google and have it voice.
Okay.
Okay, it is. It's the correct pronunciation of Ekrutique.
Can Google not say it?
Hold on. I'm ready. I'm going to turn my mic towards my computer. I'm going to unplug my headphones. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It's refusing.
Okay, I can try some.
Okay.
Okay, it's going on my recording. Ekrutique. Which is kind of how it looks, but Ekrutique.
Roots.
So the emphasis is on the teak. Ekrutique.
I critique.
Sounds weird.
I critique.
I played it and translated from Basque into English accidentally, so that's going to show up in the recording. And it went Ecrutus.
Your critique.
So when you get to a Crutus,
Ooh, the Japanese one or whatever is Enju City. That's a lot easier.
I like
Enju?
Enju.
does it end you?
Maybe it's a kaiju.
Yo, I got Godzilla on my t-shirt.
Our podcast listeners will be thrilled to know that Alex has turned this part of the segment into a visual piece, and he's showing us a T-shirt that has Godzilla on it.
No, it was just for those guys on the show, not for those guys listening to the show.
Join us on the Button Mappers Live to see Alex's t-shirt live.
This one's got Godzilla on it. He's stomping his way through the ocean. Nice Japanese artwork.
Small aside to our listeners, we slowly try to help Alex understand what a podcast is, so they can sort of piece together, how to present a product to a listening audience.
But
So right now we're watching, or actually we're listening to Alex explain his T-shirt.
Yeah, but have you never listened to like an audiobook? Like they have to go into great detail on there are certain things. So
Yeah, the inefficiencies are clear.
yeah,
Go
you
ahead.
have to use you have to use your mind's eye.
Terry, I'll leave it up to you.
Gee, I can't wait to listen to this great map out on the areas and Pokemon of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Wow, what's going to come up in the Crudius city?
My Godzilla t-shirt has Godzilla stomping his way through the ocean towards Tokyo.
This is not what I signed up
And
for.
the-
I'm going to
And
unsubscribe.
the top left corner, there's some kanji. I'm not sure what it says. Maybe you could tell me, Teddy. I don't know. It's pretty cool. If I imagine it would say like Godzilla or something. I don't know.
It's on fire right now.
Spencer, help.
Yeah, in the words of Timber.
Oh.
Timber, help!
Critique City, no relation to Godzilla at all.
No, he would have been Goldenrod
Yes.
because it's next to the ocean.
It's got the Pokemon gym, led by Morty, and this is where I think you had trouble, Teddy. Right?
Morty,
Is this the one with the Hunt or Gengar?
Yeah, Rick's brother. Morty.
Yep.
Morty,
My favorite Bowser Pokemon.
Morty.
And the great Ho-Oh was once said to have roosted atop the bell tower. Roasted. He's slowly turning over the stove.
You gotta be a Pokemon
roasted
trainer, Morty.
Ho-Oh on
You
Thanksgiving.
have to get all the Pokemon badges, Morty.
Mom, did you put the Ho-Oh in the oven? Yes, dear. I'm just
I did
getting
it.
the potatoes ready.
I did it 3,000 years ago.
Thanks, Psyduck Jr.
They're all just running around with their hands on their heads.
Going, "Meh." Psyduck.
Morty. You have to get a Pokemon Master, Morty.
Also, very randomly, there's a dance theater here, which you have to go in and do stuff with.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You gotta dance with the kimono girls.
Kimono girls. Yeah, I would dance with the kimono girls any day of my life.
Alex is like, come on over here.
Yeah, come on, girls.
Kimono your way to the dance floor. Show me that Eevee.
Yo, there's nothing. What? There's nothing I like more than a girl in a kimono. You know.
How about 5?
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's a lot of expectation for me. I don't know if I could do 5.
Well, you did it because this was in the town. Or
Oh, okay.
is this where you stopped?
No.
Okay.
Also, another aside, everybody, Teddy's going to start asking Alex if he stopped here at every town we hit. Just prepare for it.
Yeah. I mean, well, and honestly, I can't blame him. It's like, he's been abused this long that he's kind of like expecting it, you know?
It's like- he goes, did you, Alex, in the next town over, did you fight did you fight John and his weeping bell? It's like I don't remember that. Did you stop here?
Stop here!
Is this where you stopped?
Alex, what do
You
you
don't
mean you
remember
didn't go to the tower with Suicune? I'm just messing. There's 5 kimono girls. They have all the evolutions.
Heck yeah, they can evolution me any day.
But the star of the show is really Morty and his haunters in Gengar.
No, it's not. It's the kimono girls.
So in Morty's gym, you have to fight a bunch of gaming elders, some female, some male.
Morty.
And there's like an interesting gimmick to this gym. They start doing gym gimmicks.
Do you know what my gimmick was?
Morty.
Morty. No, it was to use Geodude for the entire gym, basically.
How did that work out for you?
It worked. I listen. I don't know why, but my Geodude had magic powers, and every time they tried to cast some status effect onto my Geodude, it never worked.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I had the Geodude gifted to me from the Poke Gods or what, but like my Geodude was a fucking godsend for this gym for some reason.
From Geodude to Geo God.
Oh, Geodude.
Was he not a Graveler at this point?
No, I kept him as a Geodude.
Oh, you never evolved him?
Nope, I didn't evolve him. I want him to stay a Geodude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Keeping
Do
you
you guys-
down, Ted.
Do you guys do that to some Pokemon? Do you just keep them?
No, never.
Oh.
The first time when I did the Pokemon Blue run, I finished the Elite Four with a Geodude
Yeah.
in the party. Pretty high level, too. It was a beast. And then I evolved him.
I mean, let's be honest. Geodude's cooler than Graveler.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. So,
People forget that Graveler exists.
yeah, he looks ugly.
Graveler looks like the Rock Bomb from Dragon Quest.
Yeah. Well, no, well, kind of.
I don't think I saw that episode of Dragon Quest, but
It was right after Goku fought Frieza.
It was right after Naruto fought Frieza.
yeah, whenever Naruto became king of the pirates.
Right. The Luffy saga.
Do you guys know? Okay, a long time ago, I was with my boys at the Itch Network, and they're into animes. I don't watch them, obviously, and I was trying to get them to say Naruto, whatever it is, and I couldn't think of what the show was called. So I told them, I was like, you know that show, the one with the blonde boy with the cat attacks, and somehow they knew that was Naruto.
That's Naruto. You're not wrong.
I just think that's the most. They always bring that up later. That is the weirdest way to describe Naruto, but I guess it technically makes sense.
Yeah, it
In my
does.
head, it made sense.
Is he a Pokemon?
No.
How did we get here?
Accrutiac City. So you've accrued a lot of Pokemon and a lot of skills in this town of city, rather, of 46.
No, Teddy. I want to hear about your Gengar.
I
This
didn't
is a
have a
Gengar.
Gengar.
This is the Gengar battle, right?
Yeah,
What happened?
I got spanked.
Tell me more.
Teddy, I was thinking.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Come on.
Morty stood there with his arms crossed like, you're going to get spanked, boy. He's like, you're not my dad. And then,
You're not my real dad.
and then his Gengar.
How do you know?
Just, oh, God. Hypnosis, Dream Eater. I did a lot of leveling up, and then I came back here to finish the fight.
Yeah.
Do you know how I beat him?
Geodude.
Yeah, I actually wasn't Razor Leaf. It was Rock Throw, but yeah,
Cool.
Rock Throw.
Nice.
Nice.
And even if it was a tough battle, even if you had to suffer a spanking, at the end of the day, at least you can say, I'll live. Which brings us to our next city. I'll live.
Cadewood. Oh, I was kidding.
Olivine City. Olivine City is a city where you can hear the melody of the sea. Glitter Lighthouse is located here. It shines brightly over the ocean with the power of
Oh,
Ampharos.
glitter! Oh, there's glitter everywhere!
Come on, you didn't play with glitter when you were a child?
Dude, glitter. I'll just be like living my life, and I'll just like look at my hand, and there's like a piece of glitter on my hand. And I'm like, I was not near glitter for like the last 48 hours of my life. How did this get
That
here?
was me too.
Yeah. What is this? Like, so whoever invented glitter is a fucking asshole.
Glitter is one letter away from the word litter.
Ah.
Sorry to everyone. who
And
was
it's close to the word glit.
Yeah, if you could also say G litter.
Or you can just say lit.
Oh gosh, almost.
Or even if you shorten it, it's just it.
This is true.
there. Well, if you get rid of some glitter, you'd be a little glider. Talk to me about the Olivine City.
There's a sick Pokemon.
That's it.
There's a sick Pokemon, dude.
What is it?
It's sick.
This is why you need a Dr. Joy, not a Nurse Joy.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Slowpokes are getting their tails cut off. Kurt fell down the well. Ampharos is sick? Sick?
Sick.
Sick.
Don't
Well,
So yeah, you got to go. You got to travel to a different city just to heal that Pokemon. I'm sure we'll get into
that's
that.
bodacious.
This is your first like beach city. Technically, there's other places that have the water and everything, but this one seems to be focused on the beach theme.
Mm.
You better know how to surf, brah.
So would you call this a beach level?
Well, they're all beach levels, but this is where you learn how to surf, brah.
Actually, it was back in Necrudiac with the kimono
Well,
girls,
you
but I
better
thought you
know
knew
where
that.
Well, I had to go back and get it, but
Oh.
yeah, I fucked up. You better know how to surf, brah.
Cool.
Hey,
Well,
kid.
while we're here, I know the gym leader's not here, but you do eventually come back and fight her. Do you
No,
want
the
to talk
gym leader
about?
is here.
She's not up for duels. Let's put it that way.
but she's here. Yeah.
She says no duels today.
Not
Yeah.
today.
Just O duels.
I have to nurse my Pokemon back to health. A little X-rated Pokemon action going on here.
Get better.
When you do fight her, she's the steel one. Steel Pokemon, right?
Yep.
She steals your Pokemon.
We were blessed with picking Cyndaquil early, so I'm sure this was a cakewalk for us.
Even
did you
so,
handle-
though, like, okay, the first part, like the Magnemites, that's easy. She's the only fighter in here. There's no other, like, trainers. But she has, like, 2 Magnemites and a Steelix. The Steelix is level 35. The first time I fought her, I wasn't even up to 35. Like, the wild Pokemon that she fought are, like, level 20 up to this point. And so it's, like, completely out of range. I think eventually I did it with my bro, Slowpoke.
Whoa.
AKA
Okay.
Bree. And so that was how I managed eventually. But I really had to level up the team for that one.
Did you know that Slowpoke evolves into Quick Jab? I used my at the time Bayleaf, and this is at the point in the game where I abandoned my entire team and just decided to use Malta for the rest of the game. Razor Leaf it is, boys.
It's good. You have some loyalty.
Yeah.
Spencer, how did you handle the steel gym? Was it
Lit
a
it up.
steal?
Did you steal
Yeah, I
it?
used I believe at this point, I would have had Typhlosion.
Did you steal the badge?
Maybe it wasn't Typhlosion yet, but either way, high enough level that this wasn't a problem, and I just
Steal.
torched it.
Did you see it in the color of teal?
Did I mention that Canewood had a 47 population?
It did not. That's fascinating. Wait, what town?
Olivine City.
Olivine, that's the one I meant. I was looking at the wrong one. Still, yeah, it's still 47.
Can you name every person?
Yeah.
Nurse Joy?
Nurse Joy,
Gym leader.
Gym leader, whatever her name is, the such as I don't know.
Jasmine?
Jazz, but yeah. There's Frank, the
Eric?
guy. There's Eric, the guy over there. Don't forget about Jimmy. He lives by the
Frederick?
shore.
The fishing
Yeah,
guru.
Frederick. Don't forget about the guy who asked you, "What kind of balls you use?" Dilla 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 dilla.
Jessica and Jenny, the twins.
Yeah, Jessica and Jenny the twins.
Shorts
The joke's on
fan
you. I made up
Joseph.
Jenny.
Ooh. Low blow.
Jenny.
What about Officer Jenny?
Jenny.
We need to pay respect to our law enforcement. Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny? We're only talking about Gen 2 today. But let's Gen 2 our way over to surf past the sea creatures.
Hang 10, brah. Get you bored. We're surfing.
Radical dude, what's your board made out of?
Cane wood.
That's funny because mine's made out of cyan wood. City.
Oh, it is cyan wood.
What's up with
What a
cyan
forgettable-
wood?
What a forgettable, like, shitty little place.
Yeah, they should rename it Cyan Wood Shitty.
They should rename it only like the 5th beach level.
Yeah. Only
Just
like
level
the 5. I like level 5. They do Dragon Quest 9.
Yeah. There's just a gym here,
Yep.
and
Is that guy's name? It's like Chuck or something like that.
Oh, that's the funny thing. You haven't seen that animation for a while, but he's like, "Look at me. I can move a boulder." Oh!
what?
He's like, "Are you scared yet, boy?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty violent.
Yeah, Chuck's wife lives here.
So his
And-
name is Chuck.
Yeah.
Pat me on the back, boys. I remember the guy's name.
Well done. Alex made it. Confirmed. Did you
And then
know?
the guy with the medicine who somehow has it on this island and not at the big city.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, here's that medicine I just happen to know you need."
He has a big heart. Did you know the beachside city has benefited greatly from the sea?
You know, it's got a population of 27.
Did you know Eugene is taking pictures of Suicune in the north part of the island?
Did you know if you talk to him, you go into a really dumb battle? So I just didn't do it.
What about all that? So this one involves traveling with surf, which is probably the first major time we're using that. Although you could argue you've used it before, but that whole segment with like the whirlpools and everything, this has that in it, which I think was a big part of this game. So what's your experience with that?
That's where you get Lugia, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, we were doing the 6 challenge. Lugia doesn't fit in.
Lugia's not as cool a bird Pokemon as Pidgey.
Remember Pidgey? I was like, I already have a bird Pokemon. Sorry, Lugia.
Yeah, sorry, Lugia. How you compare to Pidgey?
I like my bird Pokemon normal,
Yeah.
like my Alex.
Where's the joke coming from?
But it's I thought it was cool. It reminded me a little bit of the Cinnabar surfing segment where you're getting to Cinnabar Island.
Oh, I love Cinnabon. They got the best cinnamon rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, they have good cinnamon rolls. But this one I just wish that when you got to Cyan Wood City there was like more to it. It just didn't seem like there was anything going on there except
Yeah.
for a gym and a
Just throw a
Yeah.
cave in the bottom right or something, you know?
yeah, just do something. Put like maybe in the DS version. Although I'm looking at the picture and it also looks completely barren. but like, man, something cool like a what do you call it? Boardwalk would be really neat. I know they kind of have one on the other one, but another boardwalk where they have like a Ferris wheel or something. That'd be pretty cool. Or just something.
I don't like surf.
Why don't you like surf?
Because it doesn't add anything. It's basically just the same as walking, but instead of like going into the tall grass, everywhere is tall grass.
I love and maybe this comes from being like a classic gamer of classic RPGs, but surfing in those games is always a big deal because it opened up the world a lot and like connected places. So
I mean, yeah, but it's like just looking at it purely from like I don't know, from like a mechanical standpoint, it purely only exists to block part of the way to the next place. And then when you get it, it doesn't change anything.
but if you break it down that granularly, you're not gonna like video games, right?
I guess, but it's just
Metal
like
Gear Solid had cards that had numbers on it, and you can only
Yeah.
go through the gate that had up to your number.
But what I was saying though is like what I'm saying is that when I'm surfing, it's basically the same. It's just walking only. I'm always in tall grass.
Yeah, but I mean, you collect different. There's different Pokemon when you're surfing.
That's true. I mean, yeah, you're right there. I just wish there was like some other element that made being in the water feel like being in the water.
I mean, they could have easily added like a dive function or something.
Yeah,
Like, you can
yeah.
dive treasure or something. That'd be kind of cool.
Well,
something.
a lot of that
Yeah.
does come up in the sequel. So
Yeah,
if we ever want
There
to
you
talk about that,
yeah.
We can.
Pokemon Gen 2 too.
Gen 2.
Yeah,
Gen 2,
Gen 22.
We're getting there.
Cyber 22, Cyberpunk
Pokemon Cyber
22.
Pokemon 2077.
Okay. So yeah, you get the medicine for Amphi. You bring it up back to the town after you've defeated Chuck Norris. Right?
Yeah, we both went to the same place.
The cat, Chuck Norris, the cat, and so you're good there. Then you have to head back towards Ecrutace.
Whoa!
Go
you get a
east.
special? Did you get a special HM here?
Fly.
Yo, I fucked myself.
I didn't get it either.
Oh,
I had to go all the way back. Okay, I have a crazy story, but you know what? Let me save it for Blackthorn.
Okay.
I'll save it for that. It has to do with this town.
Essentially, you got to go more east, and you end up in this suspicious-looking town. What is it, Spencer?
Mahogany Town.
Mahogany.
I always
Town
thought
with
that.
the town with a suspicious air to it.
I never
It's a
liked
hiding
that color.
place. I remember when I walked into Mahogany Town, I said something ain't right.
Is this a hiding place for ninjas?
And then the star was like sitting into a tree, like somebody threw it there. So what's that about?
I remember they were
Something
trying to sell me knockoff potions called rare candy bars. I'm like, what is this? This
I
isn't a
remember
rare
there was a
candy.
population of 26.
Whoa, name them.
You remember that?
Yeah,
What are their names?
they're all named like Frank.
They're all named Frank.
Yeah.
Should have just called it
Hey, that'd be
Franktown.
neat. That sounds like a Dragon Quest thing or something where there's like a population. Like everybody in our town's named Frank. We've been cursed for years by Frank Antonius.
For years. I thought it was like we're afraid to change our name because the gods will be angry with us.
We hail the mighty ninja, Frank.
Frank the Ninja will come down.
Hey, Frank, could you go get Frank for me? No, Frank's with Frank over there.
I want you to grab him from over at the Frank Fort.
Yeah.
Mahogany.
Ted Burgundy would Ron Burgundy would love this place.
Rod Burgundy. Why? Because mahogany? Well,
Yeah, remember his-
You're really stretching that one.
Yeah, his book smelled of rich mahogany.
Can you impersonate Ron Burgundy in Mahogany Town?
Do you know what the air smells like here? Suspicion.
I could tell Alex got up to this part in the game.
Oh,
He identified the same smell as I did.
Tell too, huh?
I was smelling my 3DS. Oh my god, what the fuck is that?
I mean, I knew New Fart Town was a little off, but when I got to Mahogany, it was a little too suspicious for me.
Deadly but quiet, dude.
This one has probably the most memorable side plot of when people think of Pokemon Gold, right?
What's that?
Shiny
The red
Pokemon.
Yeah, the red Gyarados.
Oh, the lake. Yeah. It wasn't very memorable for me. They were like, you should go to everybody I talked to was like, you should like go to the lake. And I was like, I guess I'm supposed to go to the lake. And then I went to the lake and it was like, yo, that Gyarados is losing its shit over there. And I was like, all right, well here, I'll just go take care of it. And then I took care of it. And I came back and I was like, hey, you took care of it. And I was like, pretty much.
So, how tempted are you guys to catch the red Gyarados when you see it?
I don't give a shit.
Well, we were doing the 6 Pokemon challenge, so
Yeah, I couldn't.
Did you have
That's
6 up to this
negatory.
point? Oh, okay. For
well,
me,
I already had my Krabby that I got it just so I could teach it serve.
oh man.
Heavy.
Well, I had Slowpoke, but I made room for red Gyarados. Now the thing is, like every other Pokemon game, I always go through that struggle of catching a Magikarp at level 10, and it only knows Splash, so I just always switch it out of the party and get it some XP. But every time I play Gold and Silver, I always want that red Gyarados, so I went ahead and caught it and named it after a classic cheese, Baby Bell.
Hold on, I misspelled it.
And for those that didn't hear, it was Baby Bell.
Baby Bell.
Baby Bell is a brand of small snack cheese products that are individually packaged and available in various. This can't be it.
Yeah, it is.
As this. And
Oh, that is it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're packaged in what?
They are individually packaged and available in various flavors. It is a product of Le Groupe Bell, the Bell Group, a company with roots in the Jura region of France, and started by Jules Bell in 1865.
But what is it wrapped in?
Present.
Are these the ones that are wrapped in the red things?
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the little red
Oh,
things, and you peel them, and then it's got like a little piece of like a cheddar block underneath.
Those are so good.
I loved those when I was a kid.
I love them now.
And I also loved red Gyarados when I was a kid.
I never stopped loving them.
Whoa, you just got one up, dude.
I don't
Baby
see them
Bell.
anymore. Do you?
Yeah, I see them.
That's cool.
I never stopped loving you, baby Bell cheese. Put you in my mouth.
If I please.
It's a little segue to Baberary. Baby Bell.
This also had once you got back, you had to go into the ninja hideout, right?
Do you know who else got back? Baby got back.
Baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I think you're gonna say some shady's back.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Baby Bell's back.
Giovanni's not. They'll make that very
Tell
clear.
his mom. Baby's back. Baby's back. Baby's back. Down there now. Now I'm the real baby. Yes, I'm the real baby. I got my bell, baby, my baby, baby, baby.
If they want the real babies, please shut up.
Please shut up.
Please shut up. Now I'm the real baby because I'm a real baby and I crap my pants because I'm a real baby.
Please shut up.
All you other real babies are just imitated.
Can't be real because y'all are faking.
Oh, and this one had people that you couldn't cross this one entrance, although you could go from the side. And there was like a toll. They
It's
would
like
charge you.
real life.
Yeah, right. Paying me to move. Or yeah, you got to pay. You got to pay the troll toll to get into that boy's
It's called
soul.
the government.
Gotta pay the troll toll. If you want to get in that boy's hole, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in. You want the baby boys? You gotta pay the troll toll. You gotta pay the troll toll to get in.
Troll toll.
Yeah, so there you go. That's pretty much it. I mean, this one involves a lot of back and forth going to Goldenrod again
It's a genius.
with the radio tower.
I'm gonna start doing that like outside in the street, outside my house. I'm just gonna like stay in the middle of the road. Move! Pay me.
$1,000.
Yeah,
You can get.
I'll get out of your way.
Yeah.
For a fee. It's a small price. Everybody pays it.
I just let one car pass and I go stand back in the middle of the road.
Hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a troll toller.
I block traffic.
I had a friend of mine. I was in like 4th grade or something, and he would sit at. He was kind of a portly fellow, and he would sit at the top of the slide and block one of them, and wouldn't let people go. He was just like a really grumpy curmudgeon of a kid. It was awesome.
You got a reservation?
Like, where you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you're going?
Oh, is this it's playground? You think I'm gonna slide on the slide? I don't think so.
Nah, we're not doing that today.
I got a
Yeah,
date
slides.
with my cheese whiz.
The slide's down for maintenance.
I guess you could say it's out of order today.
Yeah,
So many words.
Come back
some
at 4
kid-
p.m. My mom's gonna pick me up.
Yeah, some kid got some of the rocks at the bottom of the slide. We're trying to get those off there.
You actually have to go up the slide.
Yeah, it's actually a reverse slide day. You get to go up the slide and you get to slide down the steps.
Yeah, what you got? What you got in that lunch bag?
Yeah, I'm
You got cheeses?
Yeah, you get
All right.
cheese.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
Baby Bill.
You got a baby bell?
I'll make an exception for the baby bell.
Gushers,
Awesome.
maybe.
Mahogany. How about the basement, the ninja basement, and Lance Armstrong? He biked over. I don't know how. 'Cause
Maho-
there's like a
Maho
cave in an
game.
ocean. He said he comes in this town. He's like, something's not right.
Something about the air here.
I can't put my finger on it. I'm gonna go in
Smells-
this suspicious granny shop. And boom! Dragonite used Hyper Beam on Grandma.
Yeah, he blew people away.
Granny.
Granny, no. Look, a basement. They're using the power of electrodes.
Yeah, you had to kill the electrodes because they were.
No,
charging
you had
that.
to faint them. They made it very clear. We need the electrodes to faint.
Well, when in my game, I don't know what game you're playing, but their HP hit 0 and they weren't taken to a Poke Center.
And
So-
everything went to black.
Do you know what I did?
What'd you do?
Befriended
Razor
them.
Leaf.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I used Razor Leaf.
Oh.
Could have used Geodude here.
I didn't give a shit. I was already at this point. At this point, Malta was so high level. I was like, just like one hit of Razor Leaf is gone.
You have a good razor?
I get a leaf.
Oh, okay, razor leaf. Got it.
It's got 3.
I use Gillette.
I can't remember. I think I used Gillette.
That's
Like
That's how I took down Team Rocket.
your Gillette razor.
Gillette.
Okay, MacGyver.
I held up
They
my
make it
razor
ve-
and they were like, "No, don't use it."
They do not. They do not let you forget that Giovanni is not there. Every time we talk to him, they're like, "Yeah, Giovanni's out training,
But I'm here,
but I am here."
and
like, why even mention
I'm
Giovanni?
wheezing.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you'll never get through me. Unlike the other people in this dungeon, I have a coughing.
Dude, I fucking hate fighting Team Rocket for that same reason. It's like I go to fight one of the members, which they all look exactly the same. She's the boy or girl version, and or a scientist. And I go to fight one of them, and it's like send out coughing, and it's got like 5 of the Pokemon. I'm like, okay, be coughing. What's next? Coughing. Okay, what's next? Another coughing.
Yeah, all same level.
Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ. Like, do you think this is gonna work?
Oh, I forgot to mention, but this is important. Back at the water area,
Yeah.
The Lake of
Cyanwood
Rage
City.
is- oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a house there, and I wasn't listening to people. I was just seeing because in this game you kind of have to go to different houses. And there's usually little plate things there, like HMs and stuff. and I was just asking somebody like what's going on, just talking to somebody, and I agreed to take their Pokemon.
The
That
worst
filled up one of my slots.
Pokemon. Oh no. It's not the
Yeah.
worst. Some people can use it competitively, but you're talking about Shuckle, right?
Shucky.
Shucky.
Oh, is it Shuckle?
It's Shuckle, but he gave it a nickname, so that's why it's Shucky.
Oh, yeah. And I ended up with that Pokemon. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it took up one of my slots.
The
Some
thing
would
is
say it's pretty
garbage.
sucky.
It really is. It has like a ratio of defense and special defense at like 115 and attack at like 10.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
That was a waste. So.
Yeah, I was so mad.
Should have got Baby Bell.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
So there's definitely some Team Rocket overload going on because you just finished fighting Team Rocket in Mahogany, and Professor Elm's like, something's wrong with the radio tower. You should go to Goldenrod.
Yeah, and you gotta find more Team Rocket. So
And then
exciting.
the far right activists have taken over the Capitol building of Goldenrod City.
Yo, I hate this part. Dragged on too long, man. It's like, go up the tower. Oh, you gotta go back down the tower. You gotta go in the basement. Oh, you gotta go back up the tower. It's like, oh, this one, I don't care. I just don't care.
It kind of reminded me of if there was a comparison to Kanto or to Red or Gen 1, it would be like the Saffron City section of like, but really that was more just like one big dungeon.
Yeah.
But I guess it would kind of be that hustle and bustle of that area. Just much ado.
Yeah, this was dumb because you had to go up the tower to get a key card to the basement, go through the basement to get another key card to go back up the tower to fight somebody on the right side of the tower.
Yeah.
And then you can listen to the Lucky radio station again. Did you guys tune your radio at all?
No.
Did you tune the radio?
No.
No.
Quality of life.
Yo, can I mention that I fucking hate the addition to the phone calls?
Oh yeah.
So the way I played this was that while I was working, I would keep my 3DS on, just shut, and then I would just open it and keep playing. And every time I opened it, I guess where time progressed, every time I opened my 3DS, I get a phone call from like fucking Wade, the bug catcher or whatever. I'd be like, hey, it's me, Wade. I caught a fucking Caterpie. Isn't that cool? And I'd be like, I don't give a shit, man.
Well, if you don't talk to the battlers after you battle them, they don't give you their phone number.
I know, and that's my fault. And I stopped accepting them after a certain point because I realized what the fuck they were doing.
They're telemarketers.
I was
So
like, God damn it.
Wade just
Thing
wants
like-
to be your friend. Let's just face it. Maybe you should call Wade every once in a while. He's always calling you.
Wade would call me. He said, "Hey, are you concerned about what happens after you pass away? Like, what's going to happen to your family?" I said, "No, Wade."
Do you want to buy a timeshare?
They said interest rates are lower than they've ever been.
He's like, the extended warranty on your car has expired.
I have this new. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's actually a funnel scheme. It's a upside down pyramid.
I like that he still calls it a scheme.
Yeah, it's still a scheme. It's
This
not a
isn't a pyramid scheme. It's a funnel scheme.
pyramid. Shit.
Oh, no.
Wade's like,
My manager said not to do that anymore.
Dude, I would love to be a telemarketer and just like fucking up a phone call. Hello, do you want to be part of a pyramid scheme? Okay, bye.
I mean, at least you're being honest.
I said no.
So they didn't want to do it.
Okay. Team Rocket, pretty
Like,
whack.
Team, fuck it.
Team kicks the bucket because they
Don't forget-
suck it.
Don't forget when you get to the top, they let you know Giovanni's still not here.
I would have forgot. I just didn't remember he was there. So,
And that Team Rocket's a real thorn in my side.
wow. I know. What color's that thorn?
Black.
Whoa, that takes us to the last area of the game. Blackthorn town? What is it?
City.
City.
It's well, actually, it's a mysterious mountain village cut into the rock face. Dragon's Den is located here. It's got a population of 40.
On your way there's a little ice cave. I kind of like these because you can slip and slide through the ice. We didn't really talk about price for the boss battle, but I did like the kind of. I know it's kind of generic, like the sliding up to like get to the trainer, and there's a little like space. But I do like those kind of like mini puzzles in the gym battles. I thought I'd just mention that. Do you guys have anything on the price battle?
Yeah, fuck the ice cave.
The ice cave was kind of dumb, but I did like some of the Pokemon there. I did catch one just out of pure interest. I think it was in the ice cave, or it might have been after in Blackthorn City, but it's a favorite of mine. It's a Sneasel. I really like Sneasel. I think it's a cool Pokemon, and I named it Swiss, even though I already had a Jarlsberg, which is a brand of Swiss.
I totally forgot that Sneasel was Gen 2. So when I got to this point, I saw Sneasel, and I was like, "Hey, it's Sneasel!"
I would love to know more about Swiss.
Swiss cheese is any variety of cheese that resembles Emmental cheese, a yellow, medium hard cheese that originated in the area around Emmental, Switzerland. Some types of Swiss cheese have distinctive appearance, as the blocks or rounds of the cheese are riddled with holes known as eyes. Swiss cheese without eyes is known as blind. It is classified as a Swiss type or Alpine cheese.
It's beautiful.
Can your cheese see?
No, but
Or
my
is it blind?
my Sneasel can.
My cheese can see that Blackthorn City is one of the last places you'll visit.
Yes.
Alex, did you make it?
Yes. I made it. I got through this part. Well, actually, I got here first, and then I realized I had to go back to Goldenrod and do that bullshit in the tower. But I did it, and then I got through this part, and I beat the gym leader, and I got the 8th badge, and I went to the den and stuff, and then I quit.
Hey, what a piece of shit gym leader. Who,
man.
when you beat him, he doesn't give you the badge. He makes you go find it, or makes you go find that object in the Dragon Shrine.
Female.
Yeah,
it's a
lady.
woman.
Starts with a C, right?
Claire.
Claire, that's it.
Whatever she is. But
Yeah, no, dude,
she should have done that first.
Dude, what fucking bullshit is that? Could you imagine if like you got through like a like a driver's ed like test or something? It's like you passed the test, but you don't get your driver's license till you go up the street and do this other thing. It's like, what? It's like, I passed the test. It's like I beat the I beat the gym. Like, give me the fucking badge. Like, why do I have to go here?
She was definitely a sore loser in this one. She, I don't know. She pretended like she won. She's like, okay, well, you didn't really win because you didn't pass the Dragon's Den test. So I'm going to meet you there where you get the real test. We're going to really see what you're made of. Yeah, it's the 2020 election continued.
Yeah. 2020 technically, our hero still hasn't won the 8th badge. Still up for contention.
That victory was pretty fraudulent, if you ask me.
We need a legal observation team.
Yeah, to determine if you really have the 8th gym badge.
Everyone knows that I won. They know that I'm the best dragon tamer in this town.
You can go to the Dragon's Den and talk to Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. He's just sweating black. Like,
listen,
and I also sweat it.
We all know it. I'm the best dragon leader. We all know. Okay, I won by a landslide.
He never got the item from the Dragon's Den. We all saw it.
The Dragon's Den. We all saw it. We all know it.
Yeah, fuck that girl, Claire.
Yeah.
Claire.
And how about like the little mini gym challenge where you like have to use strength to push boulders into the
I kind of like that.
Okay.
This was easy because I was stupid during the ice cave, and I didn't realize I had to push those fucking boulders into the holes at the ice cave. And then so like I thought they were just there, kind of like obstructing my path or something. So I just moved out of the way, and I kept circling around. I was like, "What the fuck do I do in here?"
Mhm.
And then I looked it up, and it was like, "You gotta push the boulders through the holes." And I was like, "I'm an idiot." So
I love block puzzles. I'm
Mhm.
just gonna put it out there. I adore them.
well, when I got to the gym and I saw the holes in the blocks, I was like, "Oh, okay." I just learned this.
That was a simplified version of the ice one. I do really like the one in the ice cave too, because it's like you really need to test where it goes. But they do this in Gen 1 in the Seafoam Islands, which we received an essay on our red, blue, and yellow map out from a certain 309 Terry fella. And I thought that in that game, in the Seafoam Islands, to get to the Articuno, that was an awesome challenge because you had to like find the boulders and push them down the river. It was a really well done thing. If I had the time, I would do that. But yeah, in the gym it was pacified, but the battle itself was pretty hard. She had a Kingdra. How did you guys handle this gym leader?
With a lot of hyper potions and full heals, my boys. It was every two moves I was like full heal, hyper potion, full heal, hyper potion.
Alex is just limping along at this
I
point.
was, but I didn't die though. I got through it. It was just like at this point I had sort of fucked myself because I just had my one Pokemon Malta at level like 54, and all my other Pokemon were still in like the 20 range, and so I couldn't use them. They weren't viable. Yeah. Yeah, they weren't viable at this point. So I said to myself, I could either go back out and train the rest of my Pokemon, or I could just buy a bunch of hyper potions of full heals and just bullshit my way through the battle. And that's exactly what I did.
God, that's insane. I struggled at this one mostly because I as a Pokemon player, I don't like messing with status changes, like using items for it. So that paralyze at the beginning, the Thunder Wave, totally just fucks me up.
At the
And
beginning, it's every fucking time. Oh my god.
Yeah, without fail.
Oh, the
It just
Dragonairs, right? Oh, that
Yeah.
was tough.
and it would just fuck me up. So it took a couple tries. And okay, so here's where my crazy story is. I didn't have Fly at this point. I didn't know where to get it. I had to look it up. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll just explore the area around it, and maybe then, like, I'll like level up a little bit, and then I'll be able to fight this guy. So I went south and didn't even look at the area, and just kind of dropped down a ledge.
Oh no, you can't go back up.
You cannot go back up.
Oh man.
I literally had to go all the way around the map and then go surf down to get Fly just to get back to the town. It was so frustrating.
Oh my.
Whatever. And then no, I didn't really level up doing that. So
Yeah, because everything's like level 10 on your way there.
yeah, it was a joke.
I to get through the Dragonairs, my Electabuzz had Ice Punch and Thunder Punch, so the Ice Punch was super effective on them, so that was helpful. And then for the Kingdra, I think what I did is I just used like Screech to sharply lower defense like once or twice, and then I used the Thunder Punch, and I was dealing with the status effect too, but it was a lot easier of a battle than when I've fought her in the past.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Just one other thing before we move on. I did get. I haven't trained a Dragon Knight in so long, and I really wanted Dratini. I hate that you have to go to that stupid Dragon's Den in the back to get one, because like after you get all 8 badges, like okay, you can get a level 10 Dratini and start leveling it up. But that's what I did. I got Dratini, and I named it after the pride of our country and cheese, American.
I thought you were saying Kobe. Kobe.
Modern American cheese is a type of processed cheese made from cheddar, Colby, or similar cheeses. It is mild with a creamy and salty flavor, has a medium firm consistency, and has a low melting point. It can be yellow or white in color. Yellow American cheese is seasoned and colored with annatto. It originated in the 1910s.
American.
Fuck yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about the Pokemon test?
You just pick any answer that you think would come out of the Pokemon anime. That's what I did.
Should you be kind to Pokemon? Yes.
No.
No. I don't give a fuck.
like- It's, yeah. It's like, what's more important? It's like strength, whatever, love. I'm like, love? I guess that's what Ash would say. What would Ash do?
He would love his Pikachu.
Yeah. I love you, Pikachu. Leans in for a kiss.
Is that in the censored edition? Banned Pokemon episode.
I might have been on Pornhub. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh. There's some interesting stuff out there on the internet. Don't look too far.
You looked up the Japanese pocket monster. You should have just looked up.
Whoops.
I'm sure you found a real pocket monster in that one.
Oh well, no regrets.
Well, just give me 5 minutes and then we'll switch back.
This is where I stopped. My goal, just like you guys playing Diddy Kong Racing, you didn't finish the game. My goal was to get all 8 badges when I started, and that's exactly what I did.
It's a good goal. And you know what? I think by comparison to, the Arby's, which we never made it to, but in red, blue, and yellow, you done good, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you.
Although it should be noted that in Diddy Kong, didn't we get the credits?
No.
No.
I thought I got credits.
No.
I didn't get credits.
There's still a whole other land you guys didn't go to.
You have to beat Whiz Pig.
I think I got credits, though. I'm going to beat mine.
I didn't beat mine. So I got to the point where it's like until the Moon Valley or whatever.
And I did beat Final Fantasy VII just after the map out.
All right, so what's the last bit? The Elite Four?
Victory Road.
And this is where it branches to Kanto, right?
Yeah, so
It like says that you're there.
right. So like this is where you got all 8 badges. You go see Elm, and he says, "Go surf over, to the right, the cave to the right."
To the right. Everything you want is in the cave to the right.
The second, the second you land off the water, the guy says, "Hey, you just did something momentous. You're in Kanto."
Like, what?
Wow. You're in the secret bottom left corner that was never revealed in the red, blue, and yellow map. Wow.
Okay, I have a crazy story here.
Story time.
Story time. There once was a waterfall, and there once was a move called Waterfall that I didn't have.
How did I get it?
You didn't need it until now.
Yeah.
So I looked up how to get it. It was pretty simple. Can't remember where it was. But here's the problem. My Pokemon list was my starter, which was Typhlosion. I had Weepin' Bell, which in retrospect, I never evolved into Victory Bell, but I had a Weepin' Bell like level 50 or something. And then I had Pidgeot. I had what's the traded Pokemon's name?
Shuckle.
Shuckle?
No, Chucky.
Shucky. I had Togepi, which was my flasher. And what was the other one?
Did you mention the You said Typhlosion.
Yeah. Oh, I had another one. Oh, Krabby, who was my surf and waterfall. No, surf and what's the spinning one? The other one?
Whirlpool.
The other water. Whirlpool. Okay, so I had 6 Pokemon. None of them could learn waterfall. So Togepi's got to go. This is where I had to break the 6th thing. I couldn't move on.
Did Krabby ever evolve by chance?
No,
So-
I never used him in battle.
Here's the thing. I think that's kind of an issue. I think if he evolved into Kingler, he would be able to learn it. But there's an issue here in that you can't get any of the stones to evolve any of the stone Pokemon until you get to Kanto. And so your Victory Bell, you would never be able to, or your Weeping Bell, you would never be able to make that a Victory Bell. Your Krabby, I think it gets a Water Stone. You can't even evolve that into a Kingler until
Oh.
There's something like where you can like you can take the phone numbers of certain people and eventually they'll call you and say, "Hey, I have something for you. Here's a stone." But it's annoying.
That sucks.
In the previous game, you could just buy them. And so on this playthrough, I avoided any Pokemon that needed a stone to evolve.
That's smart. That's smart. Yeah, I was so upset because I wanted to do the 6th thing and I was ready to do it. It's just I literally couldn't. None of them would learn it, so I had to ditch Togepi, which was not hard. I mean, that thing sucks.
Oh yeah.
And then I was literally at the waterfall, and I was like, I looked up like Pokemon that could use it, and Seaking and Goldeen were there, and so I just swam over there and was like, I got a Seaking, and I got it to like red HP, and I had 2 Ultra Balls. Well, it broke both of those Ultra Balls. I'm like, what? So
You just had a hard time.
like, all right, well, it don't matter. I'm not catching any of the other things, so I threw a Master Ball at it and caught it. So I used my Master Ball on an almost dead Seaking and used that for the remainder of the game to get me through the rest of the game.
Good old Seaking. Give me your best Seaking.
They're underwater.
Oh, okay. I thought you were choking for a minute.
They are choking.
And this
Anything underwater is always choking. I don't know if you knew that, Alex.
In Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, we're going to catch the most legendary Pokemon of all, the Sea King.
That's why fish don't live very long, because they're always choking
Yeah,
to death.
fish are metal as fuck. They're constantly drowning.
It's the sad truth.
Let's talk just a little bit about the road and just the whole path to the Elite Four, especially by comparison to in Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow.
They baby you.
They so baby you. It's just a straightforward path. Okay, you go up the waterfall, you go right, you go down the waterfall, you go around a road, and you go in the cave. There's nobody in the cave, and there's 3 floors, and you just go up 3 levels of stairs. And then there's your rival, and then there's the Elite Four.
Well, and also, okay, they're like, it's a really tough road. Just be prepared. It's going to be a hard road ahead. Like, okay. Just as I was like, oh, you know what? This is a tough road. I might not make it. There's a house where you can just go and the lady will heal everybody. It's like, oh, well.
I honestly didn't mind that, but there was just nothing memorable about it. Like, I remember in the first game, when you're going up to the Elite Four, there's like a bunch of people that stop you and say, wait, did you get the coral badge? Show me your coral badge. Okay, that's good. You can go. And then you make it like past those 8 people who check your badges. And then there's like trainers and some grass along the way. And then the cave is like a real challenge, the Victory Road Cave. I think you need several HMs. And then you also, I think you fight Gary towards the end. But there's also a bunch of trainers in there. Victory Cave is empty. And you barely need to do anything in there.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, I don't like that there's the healer thing. Because at this point I want the challenge. Like I've got Pokemon where theoretically I want them. I've got my team set. Go ahead, throw everything at me, man. That's where you do it. And that's where I see it nowadays. It's so much even worse than this. It's like and nowadays they'll give you a person that walks behind you and says, "Oh, your Pokemon need to be healed. Okay, I'll heal them for you." Boom. Like I see where it's evolving from there, and it's like, don't put the heal stuff in there. Make it hard.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the game. This is end game content. I don't want to be like a shoo-in for just like walking up to Victory Road and beating it. Like that's just.
It was a handout. And then there's another balancing problem here because that was so easy, and then you get to the Elite Four, and everyone's level like it starts at level 40 to 42 minimum. And then, like, it makes its way, like, I think I stopped at Karen. I still have to finish. But, like, you know, then her strongest Pokemon's at, like, 47. And my guys, like, at that point are in the 30s. Where am I supposed to level them up? I'm going in the cave for hours just leveling up to, like, get them just even, like, capable to even take on the later Pokemon.
Dang, you got a tough road to hoe, man. I kind of did. I'm somewhere between Alex and you. You seem to have a pretty evenly spaced apart team. Mine was strongly in favor of my Typhlosion, but I also had Pidgeot and Weepinbell both at around 40.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else was slaves. So
I guess I really like my team, and there's something really cool you can do since we're playing it on 3DS. I don't know. Did you play yours on 3DS, Spencer?
played on my phone.
Oh, okay. With the 3DS, what I like is that you can transfer them over to the 3DS games. So that's why I kind of like building my team up.
I know that.
I didn't know that.
You need Pokemon Bank or something, which is like $2 a year. But you can. I think it's cool to be able to do that. That's why I'm interested in playing like Pokemon Sun or Moon or something. X and Y, I'm good, but
Nice.
yeah. And do we want to talk about the Elite Four just briefly? Any standout moments? We don't have to map out every single one of them, but
I have a standout moment when I didn't do it.
He's beaten us to the punch, so we can't make fun of him.
Spencer, talk to me about the Elite Four plus one.
You know who it is, right?
You fight Lance after Karen, and then your rival, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's just Lance.
Oh, it's just Lance. I'm almost there.
Yep, you just fight Lance and win. There's an Aerodactyl that gave me a lot of trouble. It ended at 2 of my runs because I have 3 Pokemon. My other 3 are slaves. So if it's not anything they can handle, then my Typhlosion needs to be able to either headbutt it or burn it to death. And didn't really work with Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
That Slowbro, and that's the thing is that Slowbro at the beginning, it's like the second Pokemon that the first trainer uses. We'll use Psychic on my Weepinbell, and it's a 1-hit kill. And my Weepinbell's 4 levels higher than it. It's insane to me. But
it's a problem with grass Pokemon in the first 2 gens is they have a poison secondary type. So Psychic, even though you got a water thing, Psychic's always going to like do massive damage, especially, Slowbro is a Psychic type, using Psychic on a Pokemon that's weak to. So it already gets 2x damage for super effective. It gets 1.5x for being the same type. And Slowbro, I think, has pretty good special attack stat. So, yeah.
It sucked because I don't like using revives or anything if I don't have to. And what I ended up doing was just bought a bunch of them. And for that purpose, I was like, all right, I'm just going to revive him after and yada, yada, yada. It's not the prettiest shove through the end of the game, but it worked. Yeah. So it took me probably 5 goes, which you level up so quick when you're doing it. Yeah. I got my Typhlosion ended up at, I believe, 60.
I think I can do it with just Electabuzz.
Damn.
Electabuzz is great because you get Thunder Punch. You can use Ice Punch. Ice Punch is going to be perfect on Aerodactyl. That does 4 times damage. The only thing, there's one that was giving me a hard time is Muck. Muck does like minimize and like and acid armor, and then its Sludge Bomb is deadly.
Your Typhlosion will learn Swift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you'll be all right.
I'll give it a shot.
On my last run, my Typhlosion learned Flamethrower.
I've been waiting for Flamethrower.
It comes at like 59 or something.
Oh.
It takes forever, but it freaking roasted everybody. So once you get that, I mean, it's game over.
Can't wait.
It's easy.
Beautiful. And that is the first 8 badges in the Elite Four of Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Gents,
We did it, boys.
how was it?
We did it, Pokeboys.
It was fun.
How does it make you feel?
I'm happy again, I did beat the Elite Four by choice because I didn't really want to. I'm glad that I got through this one.
Yeah, no, it was a good experience. I've beaten it before, but so long ago, I barely remembered it. Kind of reminded me in parts of, since I'm playing it, like Dragon Quest. It had little influences from it. I saw the quest structure. It's kind of interesting to see them adding a little more story than the first go around Gen 1. Yeah, I had a good time. Liked it. What do you tell you?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
We talked on the other episode, the Gen 1 versus Gen 2 debate, just about like which one we prefer. So I'm not going to go into too many like, favoritism kind of arguments here, but just mostly about the things I appreciated. I really did appreciate like the quality of life changes that we were talking about. I appreciated the coolness factor. There were some really cool Pokemon. I couldn't help it. I caught myself a Skarmory when I saw one when I was just training my Dratini, even though we were already past like the 6 Pokemon challenge thing. And like the Sneasel, I really wanted an Umbreon. I didn't get one because I knew that would be like a time sink, and we were kind of under pressure to do that here. But in general, I do think Gold and Silver and Crystal have some really good improvements. Are there things I would like to see developed? Yes, absolutely. The Suicune and the 3 dogs stuff was stupid. I didn't get it. It never resonated with me. Not in the same way that like Mewtwo or the birds or I don't know, even like little things like a Snorlax in the road, like that was kind of missing here. And so I felt that the experience was pacified in that regard, but I do like the kind of grind for my team and the kind of passion I was putting into like building the team. And so for that reason, I think it is still successful, and I am interested in the post game content, which is something I want to ask you guys about. Do you all have any goals to maybe finish like the complete package?
I wouldn't mind keep playing, honestly. I mean, it's weird because again, I'm not particularly an RPG guy. I have been, playing a little more here and there, but I'm, still not like I don't spend all my time doing that. So I got pretty into this game, this Game Boy game. And I put a good 15 hours in, and I didn't feel any burnout with this game until I got till about like right before Blackthorn, like right at like the radio tower. That's probably the point where I felt a little burnout was during that section. But even then, past that, I was fine. And then I stopped because I just it was time to do the map out and stuff, and I didn't want to do the Elite Four and stuff. But honestly, like I had a fun time going through it and putting those 15 hours in. And honestly, I wouldn't mind continuing and maybe finishing the Elite Four, maybe going back and building up some more Pokemon and doing the post game stuff. I could see myself doing that in my my free time. I was shocked by how much enjoyment I actually got out of, I don't know, just playing this old Pokemon game.
Well said. Spencer?
I probably won't keep playing. I've got other games to do, and I'm not a completionist guy at all, so I'm core game content kind of guy. So I love the concept of exploring Kanto, but I mean we just did it last year. I don't have any excitement to go do it again.
What if we added like a map out component? Like kind of, not a remap per se because it's not the same game, but mapping out Kanto from Gen 2.
Like a map plus.
Something like we did Final Fantasy 7 Part 1 and like Disc 1, Disc 2, Gold and Silver and Crystal could be like Johto and Kanto.
I would be interested. And this would be like an off-camera discussion, but it'd be like I'd be curious how to make that work.
I'd be interested if the viewers are interested in that too.
Yeah, because I'm wondering what you would get out of that wouldn't be covered in
Gen 1.
Gen 1
There are differences. I mean, but the only thing is like that I think things are reduced in a sense. And the map would be weird because like you start in Saffron, I think, because you take the train.
Mm-hmm.
I may be mistaken. There may be like a boat that you take, but whatever. But yeah, those of you at home, let us know in the comments below. Personally, like I am interested in the post game, and whether we do a map plus or not, like I'll probably just still do it. But I think there is something alluring about like that post game content. But like you, Spencer, there are many games on the plate, so you gotta set the priorities.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a map.
Yeah, we brought out the Pokemon Gen 2, boys. Guess what? This is our second successful Pokemon year. That means in fashion, if we are still alive and well next January, we'll be moving our way up to Gen 3, guys.
Can we even do a Pokuary 3? Like,
We will. We are. It's a thing now. We have to keep going.
This is the first annual tradition at this point.
Yeah,
We never
every
did
January-
September for 2 Segas. We did that the first year, and then we did like
No, we didn't.
Spence Trobe's Timber last year.
We did Sonic and Mario.
No, I know,
September.
but I'm saying in 2019 we did Segtember.
Yeah,
So we didn't end up doing that for like 2020. You know, like we didn't have any traditions that rolled over from 2019 to 2020. So Pokuary is the first monthly tradition.
Yes, this is our first monthly tradition. So every January, we're going to have to continue on. I don't know how the hell we're going to make it work. We're going to have to pull some shit out of our ass for the discourses and stuff. But
Top
We're
5
here.
Pokemon, dead,
Pokemon-
alive, or in between. On
To me, Pokemon
popsicles,
gets less and
in the
less
freezer.
well, we can talk about that in the future Januaries, Spencer.
In the future.
Terry can complain about how angry I am at video games.
Yeah.
How little I like them.
Yeah.
Future.
Grumpy old. Get off my lawn, kids. That's Spencer.
Oddish, I told you so many times. Trim yourself. You're too tall.
Yo, dude, why you sound like Gordon Ramsay?
Is that Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah. It's like
Gordon
important.
Ramsay always tells people they're too tall.
Yeah.
Is he
Get out of
British?
the kitchen. You're too tall.
I thought I was being Simon.
Simon Miltank.
No thank.
Oddish, you're not cut out for this audition. Goodbye.
You're just not good enough.
Yeah. You just don't have it. Jigglypuff, you just don't have it. Jigglypuff.
That's a good way to go out. A Jigglypuff bedtime story. Hi, I'm Jigglypuff. I'm here today to tell you the story about...
Hi, I'm Jigglypuff, and I'm addicted to candy.
I'm addicted to karaoke.
Hi, Jigglypuff.
I go up every Friday night at 10, and nobody comes, and I'm so mad.
They said that I was special, and I let them jiggle my puffs.
I wrote a song about it. It goes like this. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff, Jag, Jag,
Jigglypuff.
Jag.
Yo, I love using Jigglypuff and Cyber Slap, guys. Me and Damon used to play online a lot on the Wii U version, and we're both pretty good at Cyber Slap, guys. So we like to play as the bullshit characters online. So everybody's picking like fucking Charizard and like Ike and Marth and all these other characters, and he's playing as fucking Duck Hunt, and I'm playing as Jigglypuff. And we just fucking wreck everybody with these bullshit characters. I put them to sleep with the sing move, and then I sleep on them, and they fucking fly off the stage and stuff. And then we got more people just like quitting out of frustration. It was so funny. I absolutely love it.
It's
story
inspiring.
about
Join
Jigglypuff.
us next time for Cyber Slap, guys. Not next month, because next month is about something different.
Babies.
We're going to talk about our favorite baby Pokemon.
Babies.
Togepi.
Scared me.
What does Togepi sound like? PP.
PP. Spencer, can you give me your best baby?
Which one? How many does he have?
Let's see. One of my babies reads at a 3rd grade level. That's probably the best one.
And age?
Baby.
He's 1.5.
The baby.
That's impressive. I mean, it's a good investment. This is what Bugcatcher Wade was talking to you about, Alex.
Yeah.
Bugcatcher Wade. Hey, you
It's
should
a funnel
invest in a
scheme.
baby scheme.
Baby scheme. That's just called parenting. That's the baby scheme.
We want our 1.5-year-olds reading at least a grade
Oh my
level
god,
3
guys,
level.
we're having a baby. No, you're having an 18-year sentence. Okay.
Hey, this
Get
is
your wallet ready.
this is a good investment for your heart. Open your heart.
Open your heart. More like open your fart.
Hey y'all, don't forget to subscribe to them button mappers.